Welcome. This is Pro-Forma Stabilized Spreadsheet, Mail Merge Tutorial number 2. My name is Jeffrey Smith. I have a sample property that I've loaded into the Pro-Forma Stabilized Spreadsheet. In this example, I will show how to use the syndication parameters with debt financing rather than equity financing. This example shows a 90% first position loan, 10% common equity, which I will borrow from my private lender under the terms shown down here. Amortization term of 84 payments, effective interest rate 9.3781%, effective debt coverage ratio 1.2397. These values in green are calculated according to the membership cash flow sold units. This is the annual net cash flow before tax that will be dedicated to the debt service to borrow the equity investment. And that includes borrowing the operating reserves, the escrow closing cost, and the syndication premium fee, which will be described as an assignment fee to the syndicator. In Microsoft Word, go to the templates. Always click No on this requester because it is looking for the mail merge data in the wrong folder. Using keyboard shortcuts, Alt-M-R-E brings up this requester. And I'm looking in the folder for the Pro-Forma Stabilized Spreadsheet. Look for the mail merge valuation worksheet. And now Alt-MP previews the mail merge. This is the letter of intent. In this example, we're not using secondary debt with common equity. Delete. And now delete the second position private debt parameters and delete all the way down this far. And now you'll see that we have retained the debt coverage ratio, the debt coverage margin, the cash flow margin, and the capitalization rate. Just a standard non-binding letter of intent. This is a what if we did a deal like this together. Would you be interested? I also like to delete the rolled-in incentive fee when it's 0 and leaving just the investment to value 171.90%. Now we do a save as PDF. This is the letter of intent. Save it. Close out the document. Let's make the next document. This is the primary debt tranche. Pull in the spreadsheet, select the worksheet, Alt-MP for preview. You notice up here there are two regarding lines. The first one has the full address of the property, and the next one simply has the city and state. Pick one and delete the other. Same process. Delete the unnecessary entries. This is the primary tranche financing document, therefore the first position financing parameters are in bold. And there's no secondary private debt. Take it down. Delete. Now we can do a save as PDF, private debt, and close out the document. This is the common equity template. This is all real time. You can see me using keyboard shortcuts, how quickly this is. It's a lot easier to delete lines than to insert lines, so there are some additional detail lines in all of these mail merge templates that sometimes they're useful, sometimes they're not. When they're not useful, just delete them. Second private debt parameters are all zeros, so get rid of that. And because there's no blended first and second position debts, we get rid of the blended senior tranche financing all the way down to, but not including, the debt coverage ratio. This is common equity, so there's a membership summary for the limited liability company showing how much money is being used for operating reserves, escrow closing costs, syndication premium, and of course the 10% down payment, the common equity investment. Total of 5 membership units, reserving 2 for the syndicator and selling 3 units to the private financiers. The unit price $12,667. This will provide an annual yield of 19.5379%. That's almost 20%. That's a very good return on investment. And the usual boilerplate disclosures and notices and explanations. My signature is a JPEG image in these templates, so I don't have to insert this picture every time. We do a save as PDF, save it as common equity. Close out the document. And now this is a new mail merge template that I've just added. It looks very similar to the common equity, however this is for common debt. I want to borrow the common equity money from my private lenders rather than having them be members in the LLC. I just want them to lend me the money to buy this property. Again, pick one or the other regarding lines and delete it. Get rid of the second position tranche. Delete the rolled-in incentive fee. And delete all the way down to the debt coverage ratio, debt coverage margin, cash flow margin. Now here, you'll see that I've added a paragraph regarding the final junior debt tranche financing parameters. I'm borrowing the operating reserves, acquisition closing costs, the assignment fee. This would be similar to what some folks call mortgaging out. I'm borrowing more than the total purchase price of the property. So I'm pulling cash out in the form of debt, so it's tax-free, and over-leveraging the property above the purchase price, but not above what it can afford to pay. I'm borrowing the common equity investment. So the effective debt present value is $38,000 in this example. When you add that to the first position debt, you'll see that I'm actually borrowing about $209,000 on this property, even though the purchase price is $190,000. This is called mortgaging out. I then show the terms of borrowing the common equity tranche, annual interest rate, amortization term. This is a fully amortizing debt that will be paid off in 7 years. Monthly debt service, annual debt service. This is my gross return on equity, and it represents a 65% return on equity. This shows that this is a very safe loan. So the net cash flow to me after servicing debt is $4,950 per year. The effective debt coverage ratio, 1.2397, basically 1.24. That's a very safe debt coverage ratio. Now down here in this boxed paragraph, I'm showing that in yellow highlight, I'm reiterating that I am asking for a loan in the amount of $38,000. Now you'll see these other highlighted paragraphs. These are mutually exclusive. Pick one or the other. In this situation, I want this loan to be secured by the property rather than an unsecured promissory note. So I will triple click the paragraph and delete it. And now this remaining paragraph, I want to triple click it, go up to the Home pull-down menu, and I want to change the highlighting to no color. That's the end of the document, so we do a Save As, PDF, Common Debt, Publish. Close out the document. That's how quick and easy it is to use the Mail Merge templates. This has been Pro-Forma Stabilized Spreadsheet Mail Merge Tutorial number 2. My name is Jeffrey Smith, and thank you for your support.